OG, y'all new to the game. New.
Hi everyone, this is Skyler of Taito Gaming. So in the last video I talked about how I went from growing up on the console to moving to the PC. Why did you do that, you might ask? I switched for a lot of reasons. At the time I switched, I was playing on the PlayStation 3. At the time, the internet on PlayStation 3, it still is, I think, it was free. And when I heard it wasn't going to be free for the PlayStation 4, that's what kind of made me start looking at other options. When I did, I found that the PC community was a lot larger than the PlayStation 3 community that I was used to. And just in my opinion, they were super helpful, especially whenever I was starting up and didn't know much about it. I had a lot of questions, and I asked a lot of them on a website called overclock.net. But aside from opinions, the game libraries themselves were just vastly larger and more diverse in genres on PC. The ability to use your own internet, of course, was free. Hardware was much more powerful and customizable, etc. One problem I did see, though, and a lot of my friends were also having this problem, was they were afraid to switch from console to PC because they don't want to lose their friends, right? But what they didn't realize that most of the popular games like League of Legends and CS:GO, there's a reason why they're so popular. One, they're of course fun, but they're very accessible. They're very light on resources. I mean, CS:GO can pretty much be ran on a potato. So even if your close friends don't have a decent gaming PC, more often than not, they have a PC that can still run at least these games like CS:GO, Dota, League. That brings me on to my next point, though. If you have an old Dell Optiplex or HP desktop, they most likely have like a PCI slot for graphics cards. For $70, you can pick up a GTX 1030. That's using NVIDIA's newest architecture. 2 gigs of VRAM. I mean, that's plenty for CS:GO or Dota or whatever. And most other games, you don't need to, for the most part, you don't need to upgrade the power supply, because I think the power draw is only like 75 watts on the GTX 1030. And these cards don't require any type of, unless you get like a custom card, which I haven't seen a 1030 with the 6-pin connector. I think it'd be very unnecessary. But most GTX 1030s, you can just plug and play. You literally pop open the side of the computer, throw it in, plug your VGA or DVI or whatever you're using to the back of that graphics card, and that's it. Maybe update some drivers, and that's about it. For example, I had a Dell Optiplex 755 with I think at the time it was like $50 for an R7 240, and that was able to run CS:GO at a constant 60 frames. That means you can get in PC gaming if you have an old desktop laying around for $60. I mean, with a PC, you have larger selection, diversity of games, larger community, more customizability and tailoring to your budget. So you can go anywhere from that, little Dell Optiplex that you had laying in your closet, or you can build a $3,000 1080 Ti monster. It's not just like, you have to at least spend, over $1,000 for a decent game. No, look on YouTube. There are many YouTube tutorials for console killers that are sometimes the same price or cheaper than consoles. Not only do you get a great gaming device, but you also get an open platform that can be used for more than just gaming. And not just that, you don't have to change the whole PC out every 3 to 4 years. Parts are upgradable, and despite popular belief, it's actually rather easy to build a PC. Like I said, there's a lot of people on YouTube that even at certain price points, if you have a certain price point in mind, they go through the entire process of building the PC, and it's very easy. If you can, put together Legos in a kit, you can put together a PC. I've seen like 6 and 7-year-olds put together PCs by themselves. And a lot of people on the PC Master Race Reddit, and of course, like I said, overclock.net and other websites were very helpful. To me, and I'm sure they will be very helpful if you ever had any questions. If you have any questions about building a PC, I've built many PCs. Just shoot a comment or follow my Twitter. You know, just shoot me a comment on Twitter. But that's pretty much it. That pretty much wraps up this video. Do you have any questions? Just leave a comment down below, and don't forget to like and subscribe. This is Skyler of Taito Gaming. See you in the next video.